Welcome back to another Naval News video. I want to give credit to the United States Naval Institute for creating this great graphic that they produce on just about a weekly basis of where our major fleet deployments are around the world. And here we can see the Nimitz Carrier Strike Group, which we're going to talk about today, and the George H.W. Bush Carrier Strike Group are both deployed right now during the holiday season, and we're going to highlight that in today's video. So the Nimitz Carrier Strike Group is on its normal rotation to the Western Pacific. This is not in response to what the Chinese were doing last week. If you remember, Chinese were operating their largest, most capable carrier strike group beyond the first island chain in their history. It's just another step in their becoming more and more capable at sea and projecting power outside that first island chain. And that's really key. That first island chain is one of the milestones that they're trying to overcome. That all is part of, reincorporating Taiwan into mainland China, the PRC and so forth. Anyway, so this is not in response to that. It just happens to be in the same area of the world. The Nimitz Carrier Strike Group is accompanied by some very capable escorts, the first of which is the Ticonderoga class Bunker Hill. And that's a very strong Aegis cruiser, has a lot. It's like 112 or something VLS tubes on it that can carry all sorts of munitions from land attack, anti-ship, surface-to-air missiles, and so forth. And she is accompanied by 4 very strong and capable destroyers of the Arleigh Burke class of different flights and varieties, as you can see here. And she's very... So overall, with a fast support ship with them, this carrier strike group can stay at sea for a long period of time. She has just under 500 VLS tubes compared to China's 288, so not quite twice as many, but still much more capable. And the carriers can operate up to 90 aircraft, but I'm told typically they only operate at 2/3 their capacity, so that would be in the vicinity of 60 aircraft, and only a portion of those are actual attack aircraft. You have other duties that these aircraft perform as well, other than flight or a fighter and attack. And so this is the new carrier group that's going to be deployed for at least 6 months, typically longer, in the Western Pacific. And we'll be following this going into next year. So what is China and Russia doing? Well, they're done with their operation, so they're returning to port. Russia heading up to Vladivostok, and China back to the Northern Fleet bases. Here you can see their carrier just moving back as the Americans move in. Again, this is not in response to anything. Their operation is finished. They're going home. Our operation is just beginning. We're coming into the theater. And it's just, there was a 1 or day 2 overlap where our theater of operations were close enough that our planes could, operate with each other, but nothing happened. So that's really good. And all this is going on during the holidays. And so I thought I'd share some photos of you. This is from the carrier. This is some crew members apparently singing, caroling into the cruise mess there. And a carrier has more than one cruise mess. But here you can see people enjoying their meals while being heralded by the local choir, it looks like. And I want to highlight this gentleman right here, memeing with his hands in his face, because I can imagine this is how it must feel for a lot of people who have to be in the cruise mess to get their food. There's nowhere else to get it. And they're subject to this acapella noise, we'll call it. So if you're a caroler, know that there's some people out there that wish you would shorten up the songs a little bit, I kind of feel that way whenever I was awkwardly serenaded in a holiday eve many, many years ago, and I didn't have any place to go. I couldn't get away from it. So I had to sit there and listen through 2 or 3 renditions of classic Christmas carols, and it was rather awkward. Anyhow, let's move on to the Pacific. We were in the Pacific. Let's move on to the Mediterranean. This is the George H.W. Bush Carrier Strike Group. They've been at sea for months now, but they got to spend their Christmas in France. So congratulations to them. Very similar makeup of this fleet. You'll see a pattern here. Escorted by Ticonderoga class cruiser. This one's the Leyte Gulf. And she has 4 Arleigh Burkes escorting with her. Very capable ships, like I said. So the VLS count is about the same, just under 500. Probably, I'm guessing, 60-some aircraft here. They did get to pull into port and enjoy Christmas in port, is what I'm told. So congratulations to them. Spending Christmas in France is not that bad. I mean, it's not as great as being home with your family, but hey, I guess join the Navy and see the world is still a thing. And so here's some pictures of just people deployed around the world. Just understand that as we go through this holiday season, we have men and women in all branches of the services stationed abroad. And let's keep them in mind as we celebrate Christmas and New Year's here at home. And I love seeing pictures like this. This type of community. These are where the bonds that last beyond your service time are made, is when you live on board ship or in close quarters with someone for months and even years on end. You can't help but, establish connections with people that share similar values to you. And these are all American sailors sacrificing their time at a very young age to serve their country. And that is to be commended. All right. So let's keep them in mind this holiday season as we wrap it up. And let's talk about next year. 2023 is going to be a big year for this channel. We have a second YouTube channel called Only Subs. So you want to check that out if you're missing those Cold Waters gameplay videos that used to be on this channel. People have asked me all the time, where are they at? Well, they're on Only Subs. And they've been there for a year. So please go check that out. Subscribe to Only Subs. We want to get that channel to be over 100,000 subscribers, just like this one is too. So Only Subs, you can catch my content, of course, right here on the YouTube channel Subbrief. You'll continue to get these news videos going into next year. We do have a Patreon, like every YouTube channel does. Patreons get the new subbriefs. And all the old subbriefs are continuously streamed in a loop on twitch.com/subbrief for free. So if you can't afford the $1 Patreon, you can get it for free on Twitch. You just don't get to choose which one you're watching. That's really the difference there. All right. So anyway, check out any of my 4 websites. You got 4 ways to enjoy the content, and I'll see you in 2023. Have a great new year, everybody. Bye.